All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a long time coming. I missed stage 1. I got a lot going on in my life. I apologize, but we're back for stage 2. So let's just jump right into our first match review.
ROKKR Miles,
man, what a map, dude. Skyline.
Oh,
pause. Good shots. Melted.
Oh,
what a two.
Dark and handsome X. Great stuff to start this one off for.
All right, 20 seconds left. Shotzi's trying to get to this side of the map. If P2 spawns.
And now a little bit of a contest.
Just trying to get lost.
He's already on the run, but
there you go, 4 dead.
Oh, 4 down.
Basically came
Did they spot him? Or how did he turn right here?
And now a little bit of a...
I think he gets spotted right here. I was going to say, I think 5 maybe sees him, Paul. Right out spawn, I'm gonna assume so, right?
Test a little bit of a dance around, and he's already on the run.
Okay. I would have hit report, honestly.
Easy reads on that one as well. Basically came around that corner pre-firing. That is on point. And ROKKR, no slow start here. I mean, they are wheeling and dealing. They are funneling OpTic into a kill box over by P3. What a life out of Estriel.
This is actually a really good play by Estriel, by the way. So what? We just saw him get this kill top catwalk, right? What's tough about Skyline, right? Is just it's such a small map. Really on like a hill like P2. You want to be pushed out, right? Because if you're pushed out, you know where the push is coming from. You have information. You get guys hot tub. You don't see this too often, but nobody goes up top for OpTic.
Easy reads on that one as well.
And he flips all the way through.
That is on point. And ROKKR, no slow start.
So he basically cuts down this first play by himself. Now there is a risk. The risk is this. If 5 dies here, if Paul dies here, because 7 died in Nero, if Paul is to die, OpTic probably gets spawns for free. So there is a risk to this play.
I mean, they are wheeling and dealing. They are funneling OpTic into a kill box.
But Paul doesn't die.
Shotzi's managed to make his way through. A single kill to his name, but he's alone now.
Shotzi is 2.
7 now in a row. Kenny gets a couple of attacks in, but 5 HP. So close to it. Back over to Paul X. Finds himself at least 1. As this P2 has been succulent for Minnesota.
This is a really good P2.
And now we go to a P3 into the kitchen. Previously known as the OpTic kill box. Now it's OpTic's hard point. They're going to find a little bit of time here.
Oh, it's good read by Ken.
Paul X now through the vent. And a sneaky Paul might be able to make something happen here. Spots out Pred. Doesn't let him get into the P1 power position.
This could have been really bad for OpTic here. So you're gonna see this spawn up, right? 7 dies, Nero spawn, or Nero dies.
Into the kitchen. Previously known as the...
You kind of see where OpTic is, right? There's 2 players here. Like this spawns open, this spawns open. You would think maybe with 4 here and Dashy that OpTic should spawn on this side of the map. At least that's what I would think. But this is actually a good pickup.
OpTic kill box. Now it's OpTic's hard point.
You see Nero spawns up on the right. Like this could be a free pinch. And he actually reads this before 2 spawns in Shotzi. That's a nice read on Skyline.
Goes small X now through the vent.
Hey, this is a short-term, long-term situation, ROKKR. Well, in the short term, they didn't have the hill. Long-term, they're going to have the spawns, but they might be able to get the hill as well.
Start getting the players' heads. I mean, I'm sure he knows, but like maybe not everybody else. It used to be worse in the because now you just see elims. It used to be worse when you hit the back button and it was actual kills. Because they don't see 1-9 or 0-8. They just see elims. So I would say it's less. I mean, when you're getting like put through the blender, you kind of know it. But it's worse when your teammates know it.
Force there coming in from Minnesota ROKKR.
So your teammates are just looking over at you like, what's going on?
A 4 versus 3, so
yeah.
Minnesota happy with this though. They flip that spawn. They keep the right side of the map. Skyline pretty simple. Speaking from experience, absolutely. I mean, we all get fried. Happens to everybody.
ROKKR comfortable inside of P4. OpTic are setting up all 4 players grouped up for the push.
On Crawlex, who now dives up, gets a bit of time.
It's a much better second push here for OpTic. But I think really what you want to do here, like starting probably with this, like just look where Pred is. Like I guess on a map like Skyline, there's less of an impact because it's such a small one, but like he's the only one here, right? You probably want maybe like Pred doing what Pred does best and just lurking top balcony and just sort of waiting. But he ends up dying. All this does is stagger his push. It's just going to slow this down. Like there's a chance he makes a play. But they have good spawns. There's multiple players, so now you have to wait for Pred out spawn. Now you have to wait for Ken out spawn. So these first 10 seconds, you're just kind of sitting here if you're Paul.
Setting up all 4 players grouped up for the push.
On Crawlex, who now dives up, gets a bit of time. Kenny with the immediate trade. Lovely work. Kenny 2-pieced. Kenny fighting 3. Can indeed 3 in the feed for Kenneth Williams, and that is going to be the hard point now.
Well, ARs break it.
And that is clean as you like. OpTic, good break. 35 to go.
Man, hell, hit the punch on that one. That's a massive
six in a row.
P4 that could have been locked down by Minnesota, but instead,
you got Pred lurking in the middle of the map.
Through to picks up 3, and then he's the guy that gets shredded off the head.
Should still have spawns. Yeah.
My God, is that man
Big
shooting
two-piece
his
by
gun, but
Shotzi.
all's well that ends well. OpTic at the back spawns, and Spinel's tripping away a little bit at a time. You're there. You're good for this scrap. Of course, though, it is Skyline, so no scrap is safe. The bottleneck's going to be around, and Shotzi might have got bamboozled, but the reaction time on...
This is not good for Mini. I'm going to see. So you're going to see he dies. Pred dies. You can kind of see they're worried about this spawn. Like Minnesota had a great P2, but they want this out of the map. But it looks like they're aware of this. You're going to see 6 turn. 6 is looking for it. I don't think he spots him, though. So this could be a big play for Pred.
But the reaction time on
see where 7 spawns. Do they know off that spawn? No.
Trying to be the guy that strikes as soon as the hill pops.
So
He's waiting for it.
trying to break this himself.
He's gonna get 1 out of this, and with that, still a battle for the new.
And they flip spawns. So
He's got spawns. That's good enough for now, Kenny.
yeah, he spawns out there.
Upstairs, trying to keep that hard point safe in the hands of the OpTic Texas boys, and right now it's looking good. Over to Pred, dives into Geo, gives him 2. That's 3 down to the feed. Pressure now onto the spawns for P2. That should be the break and the flip. That is it.
So how do they all die there and flip spawns? They have all 4 up.
Locking down upstairs, trying to keep that hard point safe in the hands
Geo dies. Ashley dies out of hill.
Looking good.
Pred jumps, dies.
Into Geo, gives him 2. That's 3 down to the feed.
Shotzi's caught out. Dashy's last player alive. Again, this is just sort of probably Pred getting back into the rhythm of things. You probably just want him to play maybe a little bit slower on that side of the map, at least so Ken spawns.
Down to the spawns for P2. That should be the
maybe with him. It may not have mattered.
That's a big dagger once again from ROKKR.
Doing some majestic.
Question is just going to be like, can they break this P2 again?
Spawns, you want the time. OpTic have closed the gap.
All right, this time's a little different, right? You have nobody from Minnesota really out. Like you had nobody top catwalk. You don't have anyone out. So like there's immediate pressure.
We now line up the ROKKR wall of defense. Shossi's found a way through an angle there.
All right, well, we're dead.
Out. 3 down. 4
and now what I just talked about, you see 7. He's already out.
Look at this push forward. Nero finds himself another corner of P1. 1, 2.
There's
3.
all the info.
Crossed up, spots him on the push.
Don't know where the 4th is.
Yeah. As Dashy's there for it, but you've held the line, and ROKKR still in commanding position. 30 to go.
This is 2 of the cleanest P2s like we've I mean we've seen in a long time. Yeah, I was gonna say normally someone just chalice top cat and gets the player off the hill and makes it super messy. We just have not seen that until Shotzi did it.
P2, it has been Nero and Estriel taking turns, and they have just been utterly dominant on this hill. When we take a look at the line,
true money hills with Skyline. I mean P2 and P4. Honestly, I think any hill is like you honestly get a lot of time on any hill we've seen throughout the year, but it's just the nature of the map. It's very chaotic, so it can be tough to do.
Kenny in danger. Nero there to back him up as well. ROKKR suffocating OpTic so far here on Skyline. We are loaded up in the hard point. Nero though breaks it wide open. Can Nero find the 3rd as well? He does. Is the man wearing active camouflage? What is this? A 3-piece, a 4 spree, and a hard point for ROKKR.
You gotta make sure you get the scrap time, and Dash
out here.
that 4 spree is going to deliver it. Now his teammates have plenty of time.
This is great timing for OpTic. Okay, he had all 4. He had P4 spawns.
There for the OpTic boys, a sign of life now, as they sorely needed going to this P4. They had a great break in the first go around. Now they've got the hold, but for how long? Trophies at the ready. Oh no! First wave, beautiful shots. Dashy gets 2.
How does 7 get there? Does nobody pick this up?
P4. They had a
so Nero gets a kill.
Great break in the first go around. Now they've got the hold, but for how long? Trophies at the ready. Oh no! First.
So I'm assuming Ken is thinking that Dashy's gonna pick this up, and then he has to go top, and then I think Dashy turns around, picks this up, and then I think he gets awful timing here. That might just be like a miscomm. You can see Ken turns, but I'm assuming that he's thinking he's gonna turn backstairs here. But that didn't happen, because what probably could happen instead is he probably just spawns up and looks at it right away.
Going to this P4. They had a great break.
Right, like it was an AR.
Now they've got the hold.
You just spawn there and you literally just sit in that corner, and this guy really can't do much. Because I'm assuming he sees his arrow start to move like right here towards this way, and then
trophies are ready.
Yeah, they kind of turns back.
Beautiful shots.
Looks just like a miscommunication right there.
But one makes it through the back. That's going to be Nero. We'll see how this one plays out. Pred, find a corner, stay alive. Paul gets in. The break is there.
That's an interesting moment.
Wow, that is an insane win. What was that? What was that win? I mean, this is like an OpTic break right away. If Shotzi wins this.
That's an interesting moment.
Wow.
I mean, 15 seconds is worth going for. Kenny might be happy for 12.
Here comes Paul. He's going to find this.
Sticking around again. In Minnesota, don't know. Shotzi spawned out again.
Get in there. The shots out of Pred.
Now they're going to know because they got spawns.
going to find those final few moments. Over to P1, third set.
They pushed before again.
Still super soaking on the P2 or P1, excuse me, right now. In another
P1's have been really good.
Down in the feed, OpTic have their flow state.
This has been a really strong P1 and P2.
Lion late breaks here from
Right, this is
ROKKR.
only 10 seconds left.
And it might not even be the break. It's just go towards new.
I mean, look, just making amends for the P2 at all, I think, is why OpTic might very well win this map. But ROKKR, we already know, is a team that never dies.
Nero blocks.
Up in the feed. They got the setup around P3 that they want.
A perfect awareness of spawns as well. Are they able to actually capitalize on the kills? Yeah, too good so far.
Shotzi's
Shotzi
trying to
and
make a
Kenny
play.
Still at large. Estriel takes care of one. That's a big one from Shotzi just to keep this hard point at least in contest. Nero on the pickup from behind. That is sensational lead change here in the dire moments of the game one.
Oh, and Geo for 2 might be a little bit extra. They've taken the lead. They got the right side spawn. Minnesota ROKKR, this is your game.
That's a crazy P3. They take 30 plus seconds.
And you take map number 1. Here comes Dashy and Shotzi. The lineup's there. The damage is in. Nero once again. The dagger in the back. 10 seconds for the win. Pred down. Nero still fighting in kitchen. Nero finding the kills. Estriel's in. And that could be the hold. The last man drops. OpTic Texas. Anyone able to get there as ROKKR.
Wait, so they get how many seconds on this? You get 40 seconds on a P3? That is not normal.
Minnesota ROKKR, we already know.
So maybe it was like the best chance. I mean, it's an unreal hole. They got all the multi kills
as well. Are they able to actually capitalize on
there was
the
like
kills?
one chance though, right, where they had like 2 dead.
Shotzi and Kenny still at large.
Shotzi does a good job lurking. He gets another kill.
Just to keep
Okay, so you have like a 2 versus 3 right now.
this hard point at contest. Nero on the pit.
Nero gets one. Trade him, so it's down to the hill. Where does Estriel get a kill?
Change here in the dire moments.
So it looks like Pred goes to cut off spawns right here. You see number 3. He doesn't fly to hill. So Pred doesn't fly to hill. He's trusting maybe Kenny. I guess he's trusting Kenny and Dashy to get Geo. But yeah, so Pred doesn't go to the hill. They kill him. Like Estriel's out of this, right? And I'm thinking if Pred goes here,
game 1.
Does he get there before maybe he shoots
from behind? That is sensational lead change.
I think if he goes right away, if he just flies here and contests, he might save one of his teammates. I mean, again, they kind of line up. It's a bit unlucky.
Here in the dire moments of the game 1.
But I think Pred's got to go to the hill there. But I mean, I don't know if it would have mattered. Maybe you make it messy. You get these left spawns. Like they would have had the numbers more than likely. I think Geo gets 1. Probably maybe still would have got 2. But there's a chance Pred can make a play from hill. But that was probably their best chance. After that, Minnesota really locked it down. But this ROKKR team, they have a lot of playmaking. A lot. And yeah, with Paul playing better in respawn, they're just starting to put it all together. But I think you could see, like, there's just small moments with this OpTic team where there's definitely still some miscommunication. There's, you have Pred back in the lineup. It's just going to take time. Just these small moments. And that's really all COD is. All right, so we go from Skyline to Vault. Vault Search and Destroy, my favorite map by far. That's a joke.
It's going to be grabbing the bomb just like the old days. And now we go to A. And if we don't, we'll be very surprised.
Yep, Dashy's job watching B Street. Geo actually tried to square up with them off the rip, but now it's a quick hit over towards Pool.
Oh, they play off that nade.
Instantaneous.
I mean, that nade lands.
Yep, Dashy's job.
I mean, that's an insane nade. That lands right in the hole. And they kind of know.
B Street. Geo actually tried to square up with them off the rip, but
he's not to 100. That timing that timing is so close for Shotzi to be back at 100. Plus, Pred's on the bomb, and the other 2 members are like watching mid.
Square up with them off the rip, but now it's a quick hit over towards Pool.
That's a sick round from ROKKR.
Instantaneous. Dashy started over towards ammo and somehow makes it back towards Pool before Kenny does, and they let him through Pool. So I don't know what happened on the mini map, but OpTic dropped the ball in round 1. We'll see what ROKKR pull out in terms of creativity. I think it was
Minnesota
ROKKR this
ROKKR
one first.
Who's got the upper deck he's in?
Every team has stolen it.
Yeah, Pred shots here. Possibly going to smash this corner. There's a big wrap taking place.
I mean, similar. This is like a huge risk, though, right? I mean, OpTic could literally just do what Nero just did and jump out here and probably stop this. They have no clue, but all 3 of your other members are watching like mid. So
yeah,
there's just Paul planning.
Smash this corner. There's a big wrap taking place from Kenny and Dashy on the bottom side of the map. A bomb site plant, standard stuff, folks.
So what are they gonna do? Just like retake it from mid?
First contact.
He's dropping the hole.
He takes care of Shotzi.
And Nero just gets out and makes things mixy. Does get caught, but in the meantime, on the mini map, Estriel's been able to fly around and fry. Pred there for the trade, and now 1v2 for Geo, and
Great
he
shots by
gets
Dashy.
dropped. And we might get a second look at that one because Dashy got a piss.
I think Minnesota overthink this round. I can't after the first blood on the shot. Shotzi, can't you just like all drop into A?
Good stuff, folks.
Well, I don't know what really they're worried about.
Once we run out of stuns and nades, we're gonna have to show face. First contact goes to
Like you send 8 all the way through vault side. 5's already playing in the bomb. Nero's gonna die. Where does 6 go? Estriel kind of gets lost in this round.
Estriel as he takes care of Shotzi.
And Nero just gets out and makes things mixy.
Estriel gets
get caught,
1.
but in the meantime, on the mini map,
Like there's just no trades here for Minnesota, right? You're losing solo one-on-ones. Look how just split everybody is. You're so split.
It's like that at this level though.
through it's a guy carpet. Like it is just a very fast-paced game of hide and seek. And this bomb's going. This is a B hit, right? If you're going through the middle of the map, they're not.
Oh, there is a hole.
Oh, they're squaring over towards line, so they find the first and second blood. Shotzi gives you 2. Question is, now can he get out?
Yeah, you made it to the bomb site.
You don't know Gio's there
You're in a
though.
position to get this one down.
This
And
is risky.
He's going to do it. He's going to go for the plant. Is Paul checking the bomb site rapidly? He is. That's a big win. A 2v2.
The reason I say this is risky, I mean, you have Dashy all the way over here. Shotzi's not looking over him, and Predge is going to be on the bomb.
Is Paul checking the bomb site rapidly? He is. That's a big win. A 2v2 now.
But, I mean, you get the bomb down, so honestly, that's Predge's job done. I just don't think they ever know where Gio is.
Shotzi, this is for the ace and a 1v2 clutch. He has 3 1v2s on the year.
Nice. I love the look out of OpTic. They try something different.
I think you just want probably Dashy to go back to B Street, yeah? With an AR. Because if Dashy's here, he can see bomb, and Shotzi can just lurk door. Or he can wrap mid. That's probably the only change you want. Again, they just have no info on Gio.
2v2 now.
But it's a 50.
On. Shotzi and Dashy now.
But it looks like Pred planted for him. Yeah, that bomb's planted for him.
Well up to the A-bomb site this time around. Defensively, we're committed to this one. Kenny takes a whole heap of shots. And Gio sent him for the kill. Immediate trades are for shots. He keeps the fight alive as Dashy catches Paul out of nowhere. And now we reach
Just an aggressive pull if you're OpTic 2 versus
towards B. If they get this down fast enough, it's on. But Estriel trying to send it forward with a good offense is a good offense, apparently. Go on, son.
Well, Nero catches Kenny. This might be the bailout. And you got plenty of time to work with. You can make decisions. We're squaring up down low. And Shotzi just a little bit quicker with the movement.
The slide.
Bomb site checks. This time round, we are safe.
Wow, we're planning A.
And it'll be a good old-fashioned retake. No one's getting through this time. Here we go. Nero starts off proceedings against Kenny. He somehow finds it. And now Dashy. Oh, good shots to bring down Nero.
Yeah, he traded the pressure on the
jumps
flank
out of the
shot
hole.
to alleviate a portion of that. Now you have the man advantage and bomb down. As good as it gets right now, and time's ticking. Paul X and Gio, they gotta go. But AR players on this site is a nightmare.
20 seconds. Oh, nearly. I'm not sure what happened there. You might have stopped shooting, but...
I mean, this is just a good play by Shotzi. I mean, Ken dies. That's the first blood.
Time. Here we go.
What? That's a response.
Is against Kenny. He somehow finds it, and now.
I mean, it's a weird time, but it's a timing. Like, there's a chance if 8's a little bit sooner here, like Shotzi gets caught, but it's all just Shotzi turning this one around.
Oh, good first blood. Round advantage now for the for the OpTic boys. ROKKR, they'll be on attack.
All right, so OpTic did this last round. They just went right to pool. Oh, Shotzi didn't see him there.
There you go. Nero's gonna get it. More trades or maybe not. Pred slides into death and just overwhelming force.
Sometimes hard counters don't work.
Kenny got his head ripped off 3 seconds into the round. The dash. He's got the ice. A 1v. If anybody can do it, Bruce is at the top of the list.
Nate does not connect. Has to get close at 30 seconds. Checking every possible corner, but ROKKR playing it deep.
His shoulders are insane.
Wall X
in this game.
staying alive.
They're insane with Omni movement.
Getting a little closer, trying to bait him out into the...
Great coordination, and Kenny, public enemy number 1, currently sitting on a donut.
Wow.
Gio,
that's an insane... I mean, he gets a headshot right here. That's what, bottom art?
Enemy number 1, currently sitting on a donut.
That's a crazy first blood.
Gio this time wins the opening duel against Dashy. They've been having a couple of fun ones against each other. Pred is not going to check the back door, and what do you know? It's Nero again.
That's like the second time.
Dagger in the dark as the Emperor finds another.
I mean, you're just a little bit... Once Dashy dies, Kenny's looking... I mean, he's just looking outer. Right, you got to pick a place. You have Shotzi in the middle of the map. I mean, Pred just goes for the bomb plan, I guess, and what, Nero just drops down again? That's like the second time this kind of happened. Obviously, it's a little different, like the 3 versus 4, but he just jumps for free. Oh, I wish they had GOV.
Just jumping out of and just trying to take the gunfight, and for good reason, he finally got it and the first blood. You love to see confidence plays coming out of young players like Gio, and you like the stat coming out of Minnesota. ROKKR as well, a blender. OpTic wanted to be there, and OpTic got picked apart.
All my friends did.
I mean, it's a good call by OpTic. You had the right read. Yeah, you have a 3 stack inside of vault.
The inside of the bomb site tags, and he gets.
But you just kind of lose it. You just lose
And for good reason, he finally got it and the first blood.
3-drop hole.
You love to see confidence plays coming out of young
yeah,
players
she's
like
late.
Gio, and you like the stat coming out of...
They all pause here for like a half second right here. They all pause because in case it's a mid round or something, like someone's hitting mid, like you'll see they all stop for a second, and then they go.
Confidence plays coming
Throw a
out of
nade
young
here.
players like Gio, and you like the stat coming out of Minnesota ROKKR.
I mean, the nade kind of gives them the heads up. You could maybe a stun. It's just that we're gonna hit it. I don't know. You're hoping the dominoes fall your way. You could for sure.
As well, a blender.
But like you kind of know they're gonna be inside of A. Like you're just hoping it's not 3. At the same time, this is like this is a hard counter by ROKKR too.
You love to see
like when do you have 3 in here? Like normally it's 2. Normally it's 2 with like someone maybe mid, someone maybe outer, maybe someone in this area watching pinch. The fact there's just 3 in the bomb site, I mean, it's pretty much all 4 here. All 4 are here. That's a crazy round. Like that's a wild. All 4 are here. You just
ROKKR as well.
You call a hard counter and you just get harder countered.
OpTic wanted to be there, and OpTic
I mean,
this time tags, and he gets...
That's an unlucky play call.
Presence coming.
And that's what happens in Surge.
Gio, he wants... There you go.
Whoever's making the play calls on the side of ROKKR,
I think,
props to them.
If anything,
They've been on point.
There, it's like, yeah, open go. Right, I've got shots in.
Been on point.
And he just dives right through.
Yeah.
And now we send the RC car forward. ROKKR with a really, really deep setup here. They're not going to be pushing forward for this
RC
one.
car pretty much.
I worry. Are they going to follow the RC car? And yeah, they are. They're following it in. Under the cover of the car, they've taken as much of the map as they possibly can. Now you send it. Set up in the perfect position to get some kills and the damage. Can he find another? Tags are plenty. Paul manages to make it to mid. Here comes the drop. Pred watching one. Estriel picks up the flank. Trades are there. All down to Gio. And they're going to push this aggression now from OpTic. Not going to let him get any breath. The perfect 2v1 scenario.
On a couple of this
and you just
out
bomb
over
site.
towards bomb intentionally to stop it. Get the offensive win. Problem now, though, is they got to find a way to stop it. Standard nades coming through. No connection there. They got the trophies and everybody's on site.
I mean, again, all 4 are here.
Here we go. 4-man bomb stack.
This is wild out of ROKKR the way they
all
play
ready
this.
to dive. Bomb planted.
And they know too. Like they know they're giving this up. So look what they do. Like this is, I mean, it's great. It's a great play. So they plant it on the backside of the bomb. You have one here, one like you're just all 4 in here. OpTic are literally looking everywhere.
Just make sure to retake as much of the backside.
But I guess maybe off last round, or you have a car. Oh, then they blows it up.
I think that was the RC car just got toasted.
So you have one watching hole now, 2
Nero
here.
will be the front man. 30 seconds.
Shotzi's worried about a pinch.
Here we go. Into the site, and Estriel finds the first one. In and Nero finding another, and the aggression now.
Shotzi just doesn't expect, dude. They just don't. This is just. They don't expect all 4 here. Like Shotzi gets a kill, he drops hole, but yeah, it's tough.
And Estriel finds the first one. In and Nero finding another, and the aggression now. The dagger, the last man in.
I mean, the metas
ROKKR.
of maps over the year always change, right? And everyone has different play styles. We just really haven't seen this from many teams.
OpTic.
Just sort of 4-hit and play from bomb site.
What a way to do it. Here we go, folks. Map 3, ROKKR taking on OpTic. We'll see what OpTic can do on defense first. It's going to be a spicy opener, and Kenny has 9 hit points, apparently, as Estriel just instantly. Pred's 2-piece certainly helps, but we're looking to still maintain some form of mid-map presence. It gets real tough.
Wow.
Oh, and you go 3, 4 down.
Oh, this is painful. This is the dagger. Shotzi's in position P2. Pred's already bottom ammo, and he might not have been around for a long time, but if it is spawn trap and spawn kills, Pred knows what to do. Just go stand inside of it. Why not? But hey, technically, MerK break out of that pretty quickly, but half the time has been burned off the game clock so far, and they've just now been able to get towards the A zone. A 1v1, though, for the actual time, and Pred wins it instantly. ROKKR, for the moment, are getting stuck.
We are getting beat up real bad.
ROKKR stuck.
Doing it. Dashier top lion roars his
Good
way
for them.
into the kill feed. 25 seconds on the opening round. OpTic Texas. It's been extremely decisive. Nero's
just trying to. He's actually gonna pause the clock.
Found his first kill on the round, and that's 3 dead. That's important, and that certainly could be a problem. Dashi lives. Oh, to fight another life. No, there's 18.8 stopped quickly, and it's a big old stack.
And that's all the effort, though, just to get a 2-man stack for the moment. So it's going to take 22 seconds for this to roll through. But if you get the kills, it'll make it easier. But they don't have a trophy. Nade's going to soften up the blow, and Dashi gives you a little bit extra. Maybe Kenny deliver you the time, and OpTic, I mean, almost assuredly should get this round. 6 seconds left. Just kill the men on point. Just flood them. Keep flying in for the trades.
Damn.
Don't let Paul do this to you. He can see through walls. It's Wall X. And it's the A zone continues to go.
Wall X.
It's Wall X, and he has melted. Last ditch attempt. Kenny down. Paul's holding it.
Shotzzy is picked up on
Match bay as well. Pred down. Wow. Paul is something
99.
else, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Menace is back. 8-9 over to B, and the capture's already begun. And Paul hasn't stopped moving. Kenny's vacated the top set of art. He's been brought down. Pred somehow finds 2 to save it for 50 seconds. You've got to hold on.
Oh, yeah, they tweet too. If Esriel doesn't shoot at Paul, I think his flow state would have carried him through to a few more kills, but now he's just running at you. Who made that guy one shot that Paul jumped on? Am I crazy?
Geo.
I have no idea. What a life. Last 2 lives, though. We got well excited about that. There we go.
I mean, you end up with 4 takes when it was looking like you were going to have 0.
The guardian of the B zone picking up those kills. Geo finally brought down. What
Little sketch there, from OpTic, but just good play out of Paul.
Straight through the trophies. Uno, dos. No trace of any member of ROKKR now left on that side of the map. Which forward Pred. Hey, baby, that's a nice opener. Keeping the point as safe as you possibly can on the attack, but they've only finally stacked it up. Dashy's got to do the best he can to hold 3 players at bay. Shotzzy fills the gap for a second, but a slight bit of disconnect. OpTic could have had a lot more progress there if they pushed forward faster, but hey, man, it's good enough for now. Get that first segment in the bag.
I mean, they're still spawn trapping 3 players. Yeah, Kenny's getting spawn trap an extra one. Dashy's there to collect Geo, the man that got through.
Oh.
And as long as you get these trades, you keep them off spawn. Falls, and there's only 1 player left remaining, but at least Esriel bought his team the space to make it to the time.
This has just been an A
You're only
fiesta.
down 1 life, so ROKKR able to battle out. It was a bit of a blender for the moment, but restabilized. Now we're back to a 50-50 spot, and I mean, they're checking the catwalk for 1. Kenny should be traded out, and ROKKR maintaining the pressure.
I feel like normally we have like some spawn traps, maybe
right
just
now,
some
staring at Esriel from down range, so not a lot of A
some
pressure
longer
for the
routes
moment,
from attack
he's
teams.
grouped
This
up
has really
pretty
just been like 4-on-4 inside of A.
All X back at it, 15-9. Oh man, he had something there. Shotzzy doesn't let it happen. 30 seconds to go. Esriel's so annoying, man.
It's always so hectic. It's not always like this hectic, I would say.
Top hallway now.
But yeah, this has been
Perfect up against Kenny, but Kenny brings the PDW.
a couple of rounds.
South.
Maybe that's what
Damage in,
teams
but
running like
that's
3 to 4
dead.
jackals.
Geo, the last man up here for Minnesota ROKKR, trying to keep OpTic off the point, and that will not happen. A 4-man stack secures A.
Yeah, it's going to flood through. 4-man stack will go in about 11 seconds. So that thing was flying through in a 4-life lead from OpTic. Again, winning an offensive round really sets you apart. And that life lead got even worse. It is 6 lives. Now you're on the B zone. And Nero does get traded. Dashy's here, but you also are going to want a trophy to capture this B1 because that van will explode. Dashy dodges it and keeps the
a minute team versus 8. I mean, the big thing here is the minute.
Lead right now at a minute is plenty of time.
Yeah, you got a lot of time.
Plenty of time. Dashy's picking off these players. Everyone's a little tagged up as well, so as long as he can stay alive, keep this going. By the time Shotzzy to move into position, he executes 1 from behind. Pred attached to the hip now, and there are 4 members of ROKKR left. What a round from OpTic. It is not over yet, though. Couple of kills going their way, definding a few more, and Pred jumps into the fray, but unfortunately brought down.
Don't kill
Shotzzy together alone.
I mean, the big thing here is probably the transition from A to B.
Nero getting the damage in, but that's 3 dead in the feed.
Well, I
Geo,
mean,
the last man up
16-13.
here for Minnesota ROKKR trying.
Yeah, it's going to flood through. 4-man stack will go in about 11 seconds.
So Geo gets
that
caught
thing
cat.
was flying through in a 4-life lead from OpTic. Again, winning an offensive round.
Kenny
Really
gets
sets your
killed. So
life
Pred
lead
gets
got even
2,
worse. It's 6 lives.
and nowhere
Now
near.
you're on
Everybody
the
else is
zone,
off spawn,
and
so that's
Nero
really your
does
life by
get
Pred here.
traded. Dashy's here, but
He
you
just
also
stays
are going to
patient.
want a trophy to capture this B1 because that
Plays
van
his
will
life really well, allows his
explode.
teammates to work B
Dodges
street. He
it and
repositions
keeps
again.
the pressure up. 6-life lead right now at a minute is plenty
It's
of time
another
for
one.
OpTic, Texas.
Plenty of time.
Great life from
picking
Pred.
off these players. Everyone's a little tagged up. Close it out, folks. That's the question. Big old headbutt towards A. We're all in. And it's a costly opener now for OpTic, who have dropped 3 players now. And it's on to Dashy trying to pick up anything here. He's going to be able to get in towards the backside of what we like to call useless, but he will make it anything but.
This is a 3-0. So what? We lose the next 3 rounds?
There we
Or
go.
you use the extra rounds if you're OpTic?
His team never gave him an extra kill, though, so Dashy's just going to be battling Esriel and trying to play keep away. And you see Kenny actually wins it in the feed, so him and Dashy there to drop a 2v2 now on the point. Dashy finally falls, and Pred, the cleanup crew, last man standing, but he doesn't chow the guy that was on time, so keeping the floodgates like flowing through, and this A-zone might get captured.
ROKKR's been great, eh?
He might have pinched a little too fast. Those players have made it through. There's the capture complete. Get a kill or 2 out of this, maybe. Or get nothing. 2 dead.
Great, eh?
Uh-oh.
Shotzzy with a big one. He has our
Now we make
control.
our way over towards the B zone. ROKKR in position to make something special happen.
Somebody's
Do they have any
pushed up.
trophies,
Dashy
though?
is.
That's the question, because those vans are definitely still in action.
Geo versus Dashy again. Geo brought reinforcements. Makes it less fair.
Good teamwork right
Nero,
there.
Yo, Nero, go up there and get him. Yes, sir. Sends it, finds the kill, gets another one out of spawn. And Kenny caught in the middle of the street now by Geo. 3 dead. Forward you go, onto the zone.
Yeah, and will it be 2?
So what happens here? Like, you're So one dies. We just saw what Dashy dies. Shotzi dies mid.
Makes it less fair.
They're Pret, like we're worried about something here. I don't know if we're trying to figure out where Paul is. When's the last time they killed Paul?
Yeah. As now we make our way towards the B zone, ROKKR in position to make something special happen.
The
Do you have any
Predators spawn.
trophies though? That's the question, because those vans are definitely still in action.
Geo versus Dashy.
Yeah, maybe it's just a misposition. Because then what ends up happening, right? You get these kills.
Makes it less fair.
Yeah, Nero's like, yo,
Paul's
Nero,
gonna come
go
out of
get
vault.
him,
The only
sir.
person there is Ken, right? The only person here is Kenny. Also, you start spawning this way.
Sends it, finds the kill, gets another one out of spawn, and Kenny caught in the middle of the street now by Geo. 3 dead.
It just
Forward
feels like
nuclear zone.
Pred's kind of out of this
Yeah,
play.
and will it be 2 men on point maybe? Well, no trophies, so you're wanting to dodge the nade, so only Paul sticking
he's
to the
able to
point,
get killed.
but
They retake.
everybody falls 4 down off the
I'm just
map.
wondering-
OpTic, talk about that bounce back, and no trophies really hurts.
Yeah, well, how
Trophy,
that
they stopped
situation
the
played
B
out. Why they
segment
think there's
capture as
somebody
well. Now
back there.
Preds in your spawn, causing issues, keeping the players at bay. No one's getting to the front line without a word or two from the young Australian man. A minute 30 to go, and lots of lives either side. Pred still lay G, baby.
On the time belt, Paul's there for 2. Could be the opener. Pred gets traded. Last man standing is going to be Dashy and Nero. Unfortunate for Dashy, just has his number, is always around. Shotzi with a quick round.
I mean, it works both ways, though. You can if you're on
slowed
offense.
this push down massively. Minnesota ROKKR just looking for their moment to strike. They do have
both
players in
static.
decent positions. However, Shotzi on the flank continues to make plays.
Uh-oh.
Such a nuisance.
Oh my gosh.
What a move from Estriel, somehow nearly killing Pred there. But you've got enough of a window to make your way forward. And now the fight is on. The dance of the doorway, but if 3
here
dead,
we
last
go.
man is Shotzi. This is a big move. There we go. Start to stack the point. He's been taken
4.
care of. No lives.
This
Left
is a lot
now for
different
OpTic.
than like what we normally see, and you can kind of tell like there's so much emphasis for players like watching. Like, you see number 2, or well, that's Shotzi, but like we're always looking this way, and really what Minnesota are doing just constantly is just going through vault, pushing up, going through mid, maybe pushing up. Like they're just focused B Street right now.
Way forward, and now the fight is on. The dance of the doorway, but if 3
here
dead,
we
last
go.
man is Shotzi. This is a big move. There we go. Start to stack the
Like
point.
there's
He's
no
taken
flanks,
care
there's
of.
no
lives
pinches. They're
left
just trying to
now
literally
for
play
OpTic
4-on-4
Texas.
on the B
last
Street.
stand here in the defensive round.
Which you normally don't
19
see
and 20.
because top art, like that's why top art's so strong. You can easily get nades on it.
For Geo as well, yes, there's no doubt about it. I must have said no doubt about
nades
it.
on the
With
B point,
absolute
like,
no
it's just-
certainty of doing the maths. Who cares? Let's
Has
just get
really
into the
worked.
round. ROKKR holding hands here as they're swarming across towards the B side of the map, and the weird timing has got OpTic just not feeling good about this whatsoever. 3 down. Get rid of that trophy, Nero. Destroy it. End it. You've spotted out the players there on spawn. Pred's making a run around Huke, but he's now gone as well. So a free reign across the map right now for ROKKR, and Nero catching shots at range.
That is such a strange opening break as well. Minnesota ROKKR, they've done it a few times, like a weirdly turtled setup on defense off the break, but it absolutely works for them. Now it's all about the trades. Paul X, by the way, maybe Paul Flex. There you go. Paul Flex with the SMG flying through, and, you know, give him a highlight reel play, but nice play either way.
Really nice pull flex as well. That's going in the book. Geo finding
Paul does
another
look a lot
spawn
better
here,
with a sub in
16
his
and
hand.
21. He's fighting forward. Tags in a Dashi.
But I know there was a lot of chatter about these map picks.
So now we make our way forward, but here comes Nero, and he's got the pressure on. Kenny trying to buy the time. He does indeed. OpTic's
Hopefully,
teamwork
you're
starting to
probably
get
just
going,
waiting on
but
Pred to
30
get one
seconds on
to
the
help you
round.
get out.
You have to get a zone.
Getting out of spawn is one thing. Getting onto the zone is another. Estriel making sure he keeps B nice and secure. That is the long-term plan. And Estriel also knows, looking for a spawner before he moved to the point. How many battles has he had against Dashy in these exact situation? But right now, Dashy just needs to keep him away because his teammates are winning all the gunfights. So Estriel making some noise. Doesn't make the impact. Dashy.
This is another situation. This is like another really good life out of Pred. Like this whole transition period, he helps his teammates get out
Getting out
here.
of spawn is one thing. Getting onto the zone is another. Estriel making sure.
I don't know if
he
they're gonna
keeps
end up
B
getting-
and secure. That is the long-term.
We're on
plan.
board with
Estriel
this,
also
but
knows,
down
looking
here,
for a
Shotzi
spawner
gets a
before he
kill.
moved to the
He's
point.
watching
How many
Cat. He's able to
battles has
find
he had
one.
against
He then gets a
in these
second
exact
one.
situation?
Then he
But
transitions
right now,
back to
Dashy
point. They
just
can
needs to
three.
kick 'cause his teammates winning
This
all the
is probably the map
gunfights.
he's
So
looked
Estriel
most comfortable
making
on,
some
it
noise.
seems.
Doesn't make the impact. Dashy handles them and should just deliver you. This is a zone. Nero gets traded out. You're good to
Outside
go.
of that
Now
one
from
weird
OpTic,
defense
you at
situation
least
where he was
want
looking
one
back hard.
extra segment on B at minimum.
1 to go. Geo out there gets flattened. Here comes a big bulldozer.
Oh, they're kind of doing the same
Boys are
thing here,
flying
right? So
forward,
you see this
rolling.
setup from Minnesota. And again, maps change sort of the way you play it. Like you have someone bottom hole, someone's going to try to pick up Cat. Like you're worried about Shotzi maybe trying to pinch the way he likes to play, and you're just going to 4-hit B Street again.
Here comes a big bulldoze now from the OpTic boys. They're flying forward.
More problem is
rolling
that-
across the map until wait, it's pulled from
There we go. You get Shotzi in
Catches
ours.
at least one, and now you're on the zone. A big stack opportunity here. Throws on a flank as well. Takes care of and there we go. Nero's in. Only gets one. And Pred still stays alive with the 5 spree. But nades. Here comes the pressure. Surely you get him off the zone. No, a segment's in. That's it.
I can't believe it. Oh, yeah, the segment's great. I can't believe they didn't pick up double doors there for the flank, but they're keeping up the pressure. It looks like Minnesota ROKKR, yeah, finally able to alleviate it. Interesting moment there coming through, but a nice little wipe off the map there. But again, should be defense secured unless Minnesota ROKKR just get every single kill for the rest of the map. But looking at the minimap OpTic right now, 45 seconds to work with. A good chunk of time to work the B zone. With one segment captured, your job's a little bit easier.
Oh, Paul's going to get the timing here. Fred, Kenny, you name it. Take your pick, mate. Teammates are getting dropped all around the place. 6 to 10. OpTic last man left alive right now is Dashy over by the B street. Now he's gone to spawn. No lives left.
9 kills in a row.
A defensive hold. You said it. They need every kill. They've conceded 1 so far. And Kenny gets a second. Unbelievable. Unbelievable round. Who gets defense?
Minnesota defense, somehow, they just go on a massive run and pull off the defense for the final round. 3-0 is back on the cards, boys. First one for Minnesota ROKKR all year, if they get it.
They've got to get it, though. Pred and Dashy find their way through the middle of the map. Pred somehow pulls out 2. Now the reinforcement is sharp, and OpTic save the zone. In we go. A perfect stack near enough. Paul gets in.
This is a total Maven stat, but I'm pretty sure Minnesota have like the most 5+ sprees on the year.
And Pred, they're battling away in the A zone still. A slow
and then somehow they're still like negative.
Oh, and he got through. Yeah, the second he gets over towards Art,
they all just have like these pop-off moments in between the map.
It's gonna fall. Oh, that was Shotzzy, not Pred. All right, broken kill feed. Definitely Pred. A zone should get captured. Final tick almost through. They got all the kills. They got all the coverage. You just need to kill Paul X and Shotzzy. The final stamp on.
Pred goes on a 36-22 from him.
They got the advantage, and you can see these
got 2 minutes, up 3 lives.
Trying to keep the pressure up.
The pressure and the pace is absolutely what they are bringing right now, though. Paul Estriel.
That hurts.
Geo tags in, and a big one of Paul once again fighting his way
forward. Maybe Shotzzy can get 1. Just stagger this and piss him off.
Window to the wall. X.
Kind of what you're waiting on.
And I gotta say, right, just one car being off the map
there you go.
Explode is a beautiful thing. More cars off the map, so this is great news from OpTic. Less exploding things near that B zone. And Shotzzy,
I mean, you see what his kill does, though, right? Like, so look at this. He gets a kill here. Look at what 6 and 7 do. Like, you kill, but then everybody runs back. They're like, deal with this guy. Get him. Like, at least get your teammates out of that trap.
Pressure towards the map. You're just vying for these moments,
all right, well, then they die.
Together a couple kills, but right now defense has been reigning supreme for Minnesota ROKKR. Nero active. There's a 5 spree. That should be good for the trades. Yeah, finally he gets a gunfight when it gets to. It's been a long time.
Here we go. Kenny enough points to stay alive there, but a very, very slight lead right now. Very slight lead for the ROKKR boys. Looking at that B zone. OpTic are making the run down the B street now. What a win from Nero. Trades are there, and it's good. It's working out. You got to get at least one more out there. Kenny eviscerated. Oh, and Pred, the last man down. Out. The first wave ineffective. OpTic.
Yeah, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. Like,
these are big moments. 7v10.
Trying to really work the pinch again.
To avoid another 3-0 on the weekend. I don't know how many times in this org's history they've been back-to-back.
Oh, that's probably why.
Certainly rare.
Well, you're down to 4.
This is it, man. No respawns remaining.
Yeah, now you're 2 players off spawn.
Shotzzy, the only man alive on the point. Knows the movement, but it doesn't make a difference. He just doesn't have the help. Minnesota calling games.
The rest of
there's not a lot in that vault. I mean, there's not a ton to go over in vault control. I'm thinking they probably thought they had a round 5 defense, but then they had that big 10 spree. Honestly, I kind of went over some moments in the search and the hard point. I think there's just some communication issues on the OpTic side still. It's just what's going to happen when you have one player in for a month, another player in for a month, another player back in for a month. I know a lot of people are freaking out. I wouldn't. Obviously, Ken has to step up individually, but I don't know. It's honestly, that's a tough first weekend. Like, FaZe and then ROKKR. Like, ROKKR have been playing really well this year. So I wouldn't freak out too much.
Not the most
but you definitely see where they're off. Definitely see where they're off. On the other side for ROKKR, it's a really good start for them. Yeah, so good first match back. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the analysis. I'll be back to it. Probably have another one up this week, and I'll see you next video. Adios.